talking. Gotta stay locked in Goggins. Gotta ball out like Robin. Straight to the top, I'm all in. Ordinary's like a toxin. I don't wanna be like Robin. I just wanna leave no option. Fuck caution, I ain't gonna be common. I got the confidence, like I'm on this shit, like I'm the baddest bitch in the club. I'm here for dominance, I'm being honest, that's what I want. I'll never give up, I want the whole place sold out. My name in every mouth. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. To this shit till the world say my motherfucking name.
Driven by fire, driven by fear, never get tired, no I'm still here. Felt in the cracks, now I'm shifting gears. 10 years into my moments here, waiting my turn, now I'm high in demand. Slept on a kid, but I had bigger plans. Stayed low key, but I still hit drive. Give me one shot and I'm coming alive. Names on the left, second taste it. Gunning for the top, no limitations. From the basement, no hesitation. Flipping on my L's and straight motivation. Ain't no quitter, I'm built for the grind. Pressure makes diamonds, so I'm gonna shine. One more shot, yeah, one more time. Driven affection, we locked in our prime. Lace on my gloves, been fighting for years. Face on my demons, I'm face on my feet. Look every hit is a look in the mirror. My vision's alive and the mission is clear. My name, say it loud. Every scar, I wear them proud. Every word coming out my mouth has got me here where I'm standing now. Eyes on the prize, no blink, no break. Move with a purpose, don't be fake. No plan B, only got to plan A. When he built like me, there's only one way. Straight to the top, oh gas, no brakes. Yeah, straight to the top, cause no gotta stay.
You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. You know I'm after this.
Welcome to the Off-Label Podcast. Here twice, our daily dose of sanity in an insane world. I'm still getting used to that. Ladies and gentlemen, Cori Bush is fucking out. She has lost her primaries. She's gone. Looks like Ilhan Omar actually might be next, as words she said 8 years ago come back to bite her in the ass. This one's going to be fun, ladies and gentlemen. I swear to God, you're going to want to track this story. It also seems like Ireland might be in full-blown fucking revolt as immigrants start flooding their area. We'll take a look at that, because that seems to be very, very fucky. More so. But then again, hey, how are you going to expect when Antifa shows up on a college in Washington and they arrest 30 anti-Israeli protesters because of it? And check this fucking out. You thought stupidity actually reigned supreme? Look, I've been advocating that Alabama ain't as dumb as y'all say it is, but I'm going to put my hands down on this and say you might have a point, because the University of Alabama in Birmingham is going to start offering degrees for people to work in esports. Yeah, that's just playing video games, being good at video games and doing tournaments. Yeah, they're going to teach you how to be in these tournaments. You either got it or you don't. That's the way gaming is. But we're going to talk about that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you can get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Hold on. Before we switch, I want you all to catch the last little bit of this. Just that, where's that one frame?
That is literally called scared shitless.
Look at this frame right here. She goes out to the woods to scream at the top of her lungs because she's trying to heal from the trauma, and some random dude is taking a shit in the woods and runs off without pulling his pants up.
That is literally called scared shitless because he couldn't shit anymore and he was running away.
I can hold on. I can go ahead and just like imagine being that guy in the woods, right? You're taking a shit, you're listening around because you're in a vulnerable position, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you got your
hear
fucking
somebody walking up and you just kind of look at her, you're just like, okay, so it's a woman. I don't want to scare her because I'm taking a shit. I'm not going to stop taking a shit just because she's here. I don't give a fuck. So I'm just going to duck the fuck down. You hear her walk around for a second and then scream bloody fucking murder. Yeah, my ass is going to run off too. That might be staged. I don't know. I just think it's fucking hilarious.
Like I said, it's called scared shitless. Jennifer with the dono, thank you very much. Happy birthday, Carolyn Hall.
She did that on both YouTube and Rumble.
And Rumble. Thank you very much, Jennifer.
We got all that pinned there for you. Happy birthday, Carolyn. I hope we actually have a good time for you tonight while we get that blood pressure just up a little bit. We get that heart rate going. Because it's going to be some wild talk here, man.
Bro.
This is going to be fun tonight.
World War III is starting. World War III is starting.
I mean,
this
literally,
is insane.
Davey's got the fucking video. Italy is literally saying, Heil Hitler. We got goddamn Kanye West making a song about it.
Kanye West is literally singing Hail Hitler. Italy is out there throwing fucking Nazi salutes. Israel, Pakistan, India is bombing Pakistan. Like, we are on the verge.
Oh, it's already begun.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Hey, look. I can guarantee you, looking back, everybody's going to say it began with Israel and Gaza, but no, it began with Russia and Ukraine. Because our response with Russia and Ukraine taught everybody else they can fuck around and maybe they could find out. It started with Russia and Ukraine.
Started with the sewer juice.
Yep.
Started with the Jewers.
Once the Hasidic Jews popped out of the sewer in New York City, it was done. World War III began. They were looking for porn. Supposedly. I don't know.
There's just so much shit going on in the world right now. I'm just like, how do we process any of this? Like, how do you process anything?
Well,
like you got AOC versus Tom Homan again. You've got fucking.
You know, I'm actually fucking impressed how much AOC has lasted in her fucking political career. That bitch has been goddamn dumb from Jump Street. Everybody fucking knew it. But she's still there, though.
Well, you still got that retard who thought Guam was going to fucking capsize. Yeah. So, of course, but AOC, they don't care. It's the same thing. With AOC's district, they don't give a shit.
Well, it's kind of yes, kind of no. Their district is weird. They vote for AOC and Trump because they both represent change somehow. At least there's some kind of spark in that fucking area to be like, hey, that doesn't fucking make sense because she's trying to stop everything I want my president to fucking do.
Well, you got
That'll
15
come later.
You got 15 people who vote in that district, and that's how fucking Trump won and she won. 8 people voted for her, 8 people voted for him.
But it's
Because
not only
nobody-
that. I mean,
Nobody votes in that fucking district.
Hank Johnson, I can understand because it's been very deep blue. Nobody has ever fucking raised an alarm about that shit at all. So you could just easily fuck over everybody, like that Atlantic City councilman that helped Jeff Van Drew win.
Yeah.
That we covered. You know, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know, you can easily do that and actually drum up actual real shit, or what would be real if we played by the rules that tossed Carrie Lake's lawsuit out the window. But yeah, I mean, I could see why Hank Johnson would be there, but in an area that literally was screaming in her face, close the fucking border, is still fucking voting for her. Like, that makes no fucking sense to me, dude.
Did I
But
send,
at least
do you
there's
have-
a spark of a thought to that.
Did I send you the video?
Which one? Which one?
The AOC video? Hold on, here it is.
Oh, yeah, with her being heckled?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to your screen real quick. Go ahead. Oh, wait. I got
I forgot to unmute it.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the state of the Democratic Party right now. They're all just fighting with each other.
Yeah. I kind of like the sound, I'm not going to lie. It's soothing. All right, cut it though. Cut it.
It's just screaming. They're just all screaming at each other.
You know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because they'll never understand, nor will they ever get it. I like
That sounds like reasonable.
I like the
Sounds
sound.
like reasonable people. No.
I like the sound of that because at least they're pushing back on somebody who's literally done nothing for their base as far as that goes. However, you do realize she is on no committee that would deal with anything with the Israel-Gaza situation, right? The only thing that would do is the judiciary, where she would literally disrupt a hearing to talk about the Israel-Gaza situation. I mean, just for a clip, just to get it out there so people will say, hey, she said something. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Because she has nothing to do with it. She has no control anyway. I love the fact that y'all are raging the fuck out. Please keep doing it because the bitch has no goddamn response. But you're raging the fuck out about things that she has no control over.
Because people are stupid. You gotta take my screen off, Richard.
Oh, okay. Let's go to my screen here.
Because people are stupid. They think that they can just get up there and start yelling and screaming at them and like it's gonna do something. It's not.
Right. Look. You know what? We fucked up. We fucked up hard, brother. We didn't say hi to anybody.
Oh.
Hi, everybody. How you doing? No,
Hi,
we We got Amanda with us, Redneck Renegade. Jennifer's on that side as well. Muffin's over there holding the chat down. We got Carolyn Hall on that side too. Yeah, we did a little members on our pregame show over there. And on the YouTube side, we got Jennifer, Muffin, Carolyn Hall, Jennifer O'Connell. Let's see. Elves in the house. We got Shane. Let's see. Anybody else? Lauren Wimberly's here. What's up, Lauren? How you doing? It's been a minute, man. Let's see. Janine Shire is here as well. Right. More will flood in here. But the state of the Democratic Party. Listen, AOC has for the Democratic Party as a whole, AOC holds 10%, the highest out of all Democrats that were polled. AOC holds 10% of the Democrat polling of who represents their core values the most. Not a single other fucking Democrat could beat her. The next one was Kamala Harris at what, 8%?
Yep.
And that's only coming off the fucking election kind of shit. AOC does fucking hold it. And that actually holds fucking steady with her, which is amazing as fuck with me because, dude, she's a fucking tardigrade. Yeah. She fits in anywhere and she will survive anywhere. You can drop a nuclear bomb on this bitch and she still comes out smelling like fucking roses. It's amazing.
Jennifer with the donut, love watching them go off on each other. I do too. But it's because you can't be progressive enough. And that's the problem with the left. And that's the problem they've had for a while. Because you can't be progressive enough. It's either you're gay, you're gay and you're disabled, you're gay, disabled, and black, gay, disabled, black, and trans. Like, it doesn't, you have to continually to go farther and farther and farther. And it's just, you love to watch it. You love to watch them just eat themselves and go, hey, you guys are stupid. That's why the right needs to just shut the fuck up sometimes.
Yeah.
And do the right thing. Just shut up.
Yeah.
Do the right thing. Don't say anything. Just do what you have to do. Because they're going to eat themselves. But,
every fucking time. And this might not be an eating themselves kind of situation. This just may be an embarrassment situation, though. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question.
I don't want to see anybody eat her. What?
Do you remember this?
$200,000. If I spend 10 more dollars on it, you know what? I get to be here to do the work. So suck it up, and defunding the police has to happen. We need to defund the police and put that money into social safety nets.
Records show squad member Representative Cori Bush steered thousands of dollars to her husband and longtime security guard in the lead up to the revelation that the congresswoman is under criminal investigation for her campaign's major spending on private security. The Missouri Democrat campaign paid $17,500 between October 2nd, 2023 and December 28th, 2023 to Bush's husband, Courtney Merritts, for wage expenses, as well as $20,000 in roughly the same period for security services.
$200,000.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it simply because Cori Bush has lost her primary and latest blow to Progressive Squad. Let's take a look at this here. This comes from the Hill. Representative Cori, shut the hell up. You know what? Maybe let's see what y'all got to say.
Bush has been an outspoken critic of Israel's actions in the war in Gaza.
Let's do this. Let's hear what they actually say about this situation then.
Another member of the squad will not be returning to Congress. On Tuesday, Representative Cori Bush, whose district is in St. Louis, Missouri, lost her Democratic primary race to local prosecuting attorney Wesley Bell. Bush has been an outspoken critic of Israel's actions in the war in Gaza and faced an onslaught of attack ads from pro-Israel groups. Julia, this is the second member of the squad, which includes some of the most progressive Democrats, to lose this cycle. What do you think it says about the state of Democratic politics politics at the moment?
Well, there certainly is this divide on this issue of Israel. We know that Jamal Bowman, Cori Bush, other members of the squad, including Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, Ayanna Pressley, they have all been very critical of Israel and the U.S.'s handling of the Israel-Hamas war following the October 7th attacks. So we've seen AIPAC, which is a pro-Israel super PAC, get involved in a number of these primary races, and it's sort of underscores the divide we see within the party on this issue. And, you know, just looking at this from a foreign policy perspective, you know,
I want y'all to catch that. This white bitch just blamed the Jews for her being ousted because AIPAC. Hold up.
Yeah, it's always the Jews, right?
Track that the fuck back. Let's go back a little more.
7th attacks. So we've seen AIPAC, which is a pro-Israel super PAC, get involved in a number of these primary races, and it sort of underscores the divide we see within the party on this issue. And, you know, just looking at this from a foreign policy perspective, you know, the situation in the Middle East doesn't appear to be getting better. In fact, it's only getting worse. So I think we could continue to see AIPAC continue to, you know, very much get involved in these races where they see an opportunity.
I will admit that. I'm going to stop it right there. I will admit that AIPAC shit is actually a thing.
Yep.
That is. Okay.
Yeah.
Just because somebody they deem, just like Jerry Nadler said in the House Rules fucking Committee on the HR 6090, anti-Semitism should be a nebulous thing. It should be whatever the fuck we want it to be. I mean, that's the way it was designed in the first place. Basically, what they did with racism and woman, they want to do with anti-Semitism. Dude, seriously, there's got to be a definition for this shit. You can't just willy-nilly all the fucking time, because you're literally going to turn the hatred of the fucking Jews that we are actually starting to see creep up, which is fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
The hatred of the fucking Jews. I mean, they're popping out of I'm gonna say it. They're popping out of sewers, man. It's happening. I understand. Like some of these arguments, I do get, and some of them you're completely stupid. Like if you're pissed because they're popping out of the sewers, get some help. Literally, I think it's a funny ass story.
But
however,
but the fact that AIPAC is in our government is not. I hate it. I hate it.
That's what I'm talking about with things like that. Those who are elected, appointed, and employed. And definitely, if you want to go lobbying, that increases more. But elected, appointed, and employed, roughly around 20%. That's a controlling concern.
Yeah.
Now that when you go into lobbying and everything like that, the Jewish people have more lobbying power than anybody else does. So, yeah.
It's always the Jews, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's why shekels is a thing.
I hate this lady's fucking mouth, by the way.
What?
She's got such a tiny.
Look, I gave it the actual fucking, like the best freeze frame right here, because I just ripped your ass apart and then said, you do have a point.
I hate her dumb tiny mouth.
I mean, it has come to a ridiculous. Okay, Cori Bush did not lose her fucking primary because the Jewish people said, get this black woman out. That was never a fucking thing. Cori Bush. Where is it?
I thought CDW. I don't know.
Hold on.
Welcome CDW. I thought you said.
CDW
I thought it said
Cauldron. Yeah, I've seen it in Rob Shed a lot. What's up, CD?
I thought it said iPhone sickle cell.
24 Live AZ Skies is back. How are you doing, brother? We got the Sentinels. Cindy the Tour is here.
What up, everybody? Hi,
Hugh
welcome.
Essence. Apparently, the chat just flooded.
Nice.
Oh, we got another redirect from Rob. I appreciate the fuck out of you, brother. Y'all are awesome.
Woo!
We need to sit down and talk, man, even if we do it behind the little Rumble only thing. I'd love to sit down and talk with you. You loosen your tie. I'll definitely get this man to tighten his tie up because that's got to fucking happen.
I told you I'm the one who tightens my tie quicker than you do. You're the one who goes off. When Sweeney was on, when Sweeney was on, we were talking and everything, and Sweeney's like, "No, just go balls to the walls." And I go, "Okay, you said it." I said, "I'll be cool as a cucumber."
You told him he put crack in the black communities, brother. What do you?
I didn't say he put crack. I said
you straight up did it. You said, "Hey, you're responsible for putting crack into black communities, aren't you?" Okay, you didn't ask it as a question. It was more of a statement, but that shit was hilarious. I wanted to die laughing, but I was like, the fuck did he just really say?
Because listen, he said, "Go ahead." Like I said, if you tell me to calm down, I'll be calm. But if you tell me to go ahead and do it, whatever I want to do, I'm gonna say some wild shit. Sorry.
Saying Hitler had a point. He just went around it the wrong way. And then I made that point where he gassed them and didn't electrify. Like, you talk, we do that. I'm sorry, guys. No, but going back to the whole thing here.
We're not going to go back to this issue, but am I wrong? No, thank you very much.
That's why I walked off that ledge.
And Kanye West now agrees with me.
Did you? There ain't no way you going full Nazi on this.
Dude.
But
I don't know. If Kanye West gives me a chain with the fucking swastika, I might wear it.
No, I ain't doing that shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I ain't doing that. But I will tell you, going back to the whole story, I will tell you why Cori Bush lost her primary. It wasn't too long ago. She was censured on the House fucking floor because she stood up in front of a fucking crowd that was outside of Congress, riled them the fuck up to go marching through the halls of Congress, interrupting several congressional hearings, which I thought was an insurrection. However, this was her speech during her censure. It goes on for a little bit, but I want y'all to, you're only going to take a minute.
I rise today in opposition to the censure resolution and also in opposition to the reckless manner that people in this house speak when they don't realize or don't care that they put targets on the backs of actual people, most of whom are black and brown, because of a lack of care and a lack of understanding and a lack of seeing the humanity of folks who look like Rashida Tlaib. She mourns for the 1,400 Israelis.
The gentlelady's time has expired.
She mourns for the 10,000. And she will not stop. No
gentlelady's time has expired.
Ceasefire now. And she takes the death threats that you all send
the gentlelady is no longer recognized. The gentleman from Maryland.
To her, the desire to save lives is greater.
Gentleman from Maryland is recognized.
That's what I said.
That's
Elf
why.
with the dono, play your opening for the Watchers fam.
Which opening? The opening video? Or the opening song?
Which one?
Just type it in the chat there. Oh,
Do you want us to play the song again? I'll play the song again. I love that fucking. I love Netflix. I'll listen to them all day long.
What you want? What you want, Elf?
Oh, the girl
in the woods.
Girl in the woods. All right, play it again.
For the Watcher family.
Scared shitless.
Put yourself in both people's shoes for this video.
Well, I mean, you can't put yourself in both people's pants because one didn't have any on.
This is true. One more time. And as we go back.
My favorite part of that video, hold on. My favorite part of that video is she literally stretched out her legs like she was taking a shit and he was taking a shit. She stretched her legs out like she was about to take a shit. Meanwhile, he ran out from taking a shit.
Now again, put yourself in both people's shoes. You got a woman who's just like, can't handle stress. She's just anxiety ridden. Goes out to the woods to just scream, to release some anger. Meanwhile, there's a dude in the bushes taking a shit. Why he's there, I don't fucking know. Maybe he's a hunter. That makes logical sense. He's not dressed like one, so that's fucking weird. But this motherfucker's in the thicket, just taking a shit. Now you're in a vulnerable position, and you hear somebody start walking up. Yeah, you're gonna look over there. You're gonna notice, okay, it's just a woman. I'll be okay. Just don't make noise, because I'm not gonna pinch it off. There's gonna be no pinching a fucking loaf. This is happening. And then all of a sudden you hear a little bit of rustling. You're not looking her direction, trying not to move. You hear a little bit of rustling, and then all of a sudden she just screams bloody fucking murder.
You're just trying to finish as quickly as possible so nobody sees you. And she just starts squatting and screaming her head off. It's like, what?
Set up or not, I don't care. That is hilarious. But yeah, that was what who was that? That's what Elf wanted. Yeah. All right, let's go back here. Because there's something that caught my eye while I was looking into this. This just came up not too long ago. I don't know why I didn't see this before. Radical activist who fueled Cori Bush's campaign emerges as spokesperson for track star's murder suspect. Dominique Alexander has repeatedly called for defunding the police. A spokesperson for the family of 17-year-old boy accused of stabbing Frisco, Texas track star Austin Metcalf to death has a long history of supporting defunding the police, as well as close ties to former squad rep Cori Bush. Minister Dominique Alexander, a Dallas-based defund the police activist and social justice leader, has been in the headlines in recent days as he and his organization, Next Generation Action Network, have been rallying in defense for the family of the 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony, the teenager who is accused of fatally stabbing Metcalf and Anthony himself. The Next Generation Action Network is currently working with the Anthony family to get the bond processed and will keep the community updated regarding his release. NGAN posted on X earlier this week, after a bond was reduced from $1 million to $250,000, we want to sincerely thank everyone for the overwhelming support you have shown. This is just the beginning of a long legal journey, and we will continue to stand strong in defense of Carmelo's rights. Hold the fuck up. So you mean to fucking tell me that an activist who fueled Cori Bush's campaigns about black people being murdered in the streets and suck it the fuck up because defunding the police needs to happen is now representing Carmelo Anthony for PR? Huh? Does anybody see a problem with this at all?
No, not at all.
I'm sorry, I said Cory Booker. I meant Cori Bush. But yeah. This PR bitch has literally latched on to Carmelo Anthony, which in all fucking instances, no matter how you put it, sounds like fucking murder.
Yeah.
There's no way. The dude shouldn't have been there anyways. He was trespassed from the fucking property at that point.
It's not murder, Richard. It's not murder.
No, that's fucking murder.
He was there. He was there. He was being harassed. You know,
Harassed by what?
He was being harassed by the two boys, by the two brothers, telling them that he can't sit there.
In a tent for the football field? That
Yep.
The football field actually, or the football team actually fucking had? And just because it was raining don't mean shit. Because I'm sorry. Even if I see a tent over there, it's fucking pouring down rain. I see a door over there for a public building. I'm going to tough it out and go to the public building. But apparently, no, it doesn't matter. No. Everything about this story says this dude he wanted to do something and he did it. For whatever reason, it was a thing and it happened. I don't know why. There's nothing about anything about that story that kind of says they were linked in any other way other than he was friends with one of the football players and maybe they made fun of him a little bit. I'm sorry, he can't be a man. God damn. You know how much I was made fun of by football players alike and everybody? Fuck.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, they're trying to make it out now that they're trying to put it on the twin brother because he was, I forget what they said, but they want to put manslaughter on the twin brother now.
Yep. And we covered a story just last night. You missed it, dude. Loudoun County. You know that father that was put on that terrorist watch list because he got pissed at that parent-teacher meeting? The same fucking county is now saying it is sexual harassment if you express concern that a girl who identifies as a boy walks into a boy's locker room and starts recording. It is sexual harassment for you to express that concern because 3 boys are facing sexual harassment charges because of it. Fucked up. But I know y'all remember this. This is this activist bitch.
Hard every single day to provide for us, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children.
No, I'm sorry, that's not her. That's the actual mom on that. I thought that was actually her. My bad.
No,
that's the mother of that.
Yeah.
I apologize. That's fucked up. The mother's
As
the activist, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck
as a stay-at-home mom, I made it sure that I was able to give my child the best life that I could because I was staying at home and he had no idea where to sit.
I'm sorry. What? Fox News, let me ask you a question. Why in the goddamn fuck are you bringing up an article about how an activist who fielded for Cori Bush's campaign emerges, yet you don't put a single video or tweet or anything or any kind of news about that shit? You just link to the mother? I just made that fucking mistake and then caught it because I was like, no, this is that bitch. Yeah, that's the mom. That's kind of fucked up. Anyway. But, ladies and gentlemen, Cori Bush is not the only one. Ilhan Omar under fire against racist comments against white men resurface. Now, this comes from, where the hell are you? Trending politics here. White men are the most dangerous threat to America today, Squad Congresswoman Ilhan Omar claimed in an old video that has resurfaced amid a number of inflectious statements that have kept her in the crosshairs of conservatives for months. I'm sorry, years. She married her brother, bitch. The interview clip, first shared by Laura Loomer, shows Omar speaking plainly about how Americans should be more fearful of white men because they are causing the most deaths within this country. The 2018 interview was part of Minnesota Democrats' attempt to reframe domestic terrorism as a greater threat than campaigns of global jihad. Omar, who is Muslim, told former MSNBC anchor Mehdi Hassan that she supported the categorization and proliferation of white men to reduce the number of mass shooting events in the U.S. Let's just play it.
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country, because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. We should be profiling, monitoring, and creating policies to fight the radicalization of white men.
This is what we're doing. Oh, this is what we were doing, apparently, in the Young Turks. Huh. Spread around. We all know this. Come on. This is nothing that I would not expect Ilhan Omar to say. Jesus Christ. She said she was an agent of Somalia, ladies and gentlemen. And she's going to do her best to redirect every bit of fucking money to Somalia. Why? Why does that surprise you? She comes from a heavy Somalian district.
I'm trying to find the picture of all the people who say white men are the dangerous ones, yet they're all dating white men, or they're married to white men.
Oh my God, I just saw Garcia on your fucking screen. That dumb motherfucker.
Like, Don Lemon,
But
married to a white man.
Ilhan Omar quashes Senate bid rumors with re-election announcement. Basically, this bitch is up for re-election. She's going back for her seat in 2026. Now, she is in a heavy Somalian district.
Yeah, so she's going to win.
I don't know.
She's going to win.
I don't know.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's if it's not a Somali man, she's going to win automatically. Because she's in a heavy Somali district.
Will there be a recession in 2025? It's a 50-50 chance. No. Yes. Actually, there will be, yes, but we understand why. I don't know, dude. I mean, it is a heavy Somalian district because they're the only ones really voting. You know? You might have a good stronghold of a neighborhood, but it's not that. It's a heavy Somalian district because they're voting. I mean, you think white people? Let's just be honest. If everybody's as racist as they fucking claim, you think white people would be voting for a Somalian woman?
I thought you said a Somalian N woman. I was like, huh?
There's a word for that, and it starts with sand. Anyway, no, I mean, why do I do this to myself? Anyway, it's just like they're heavy Somalian in population, but to if you're really trying to elect, you wouldn't even need half the population to outvote them. So that does mean that people in that district do not vote. Once they realize, you know what, I'm tired of this bitch because she's literally sitting here saying I'm the devil and all I'm trying to do is fucking pay my taxes so you can send it overseas. Why the fuck do I need you in government?
Because people are fucking stupid.
But again, ladies and gentlemen, notice the bias with ground news. Out of 20 sources, actually 28, or plus 28 over there. So roughly around 30 sources or so. 70% of it is right-leaning. 30% of it is mid, at least center bias. No left-wing sources on this. Nothing on the left side is reporting anything about this. So the left doesn't even know that Ilhan Omar is running for the House of Representatives and not Senate. Now, does that actually mean a fuck? Not really. But it's weird how nobody actually says anything about it. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and talk about this story real quick. Davey, bring up those videos. Have them on standby. That'll be the Rumble segments.
The
The Kanye one and the Italy one.
Oh, okay, hold on.
It does look like Ireland is kind of an open fucking revolt at this point in time. Looks like huge crowds have staged anti-migrant programs or protests in Israel amid growing anger at the government in government over an increase in arrivals and asylum claims. More than 1,000 are believed to have joined a march in County Dougall, Letterkenny's over the weekend. County Dougall's Letterkenny over the weekend, with several hundred have organized a counter-protest. Ireland has seen anti-immigrant anger grow in recent months over the sheer number of asylum seekers being housed across the nation. Many of them are unable to get accommodations, forcing them to sleep in tents, which has further incited anger. The Letterkenny Peaceful Assembly protest against illegal immigration, started at the lower end of the Port Road in the town's eastern side and concluded at Market Square. Over Carrick Macross, a similar protest, this one, attended by around 800, was launched on Friday, where speakers criticized the Irish government and landlords profiting over housing asylum seekers. Basically, what they're doing is kind of going around and they're starting to protest and saying, get them the fuck up out of here. You know, something we haven't done yet. Now, they're expressing what we would call our First Amendment right in a peaceful way until this happened. Yeah, remember, no, that was, what is that? Dublin was briefly engulfed in chaos following a spillover in anti-immigrant sentiment. Makeshift camp where homeless asylum seekers sleep through rough tents and among Grand Canal, Dublin. Hundreds of counter-protesters were also present at the Letterkenny March. As many as 150,000 people moved to Ireland in 2023-2024, the Central Statistic Office revealed there are now nearly 33,000 international protection applicants being housed across the nation, up from 7,004 or 244 in 2017, whatever. Basically, the claims for asylum in Ireland rose over 300%, and they started just taking them in, kind of like we did, but they did it their legal way, and now they're just like, the fuck are you doing? Get them the fuck out. This is bullshit. And these motherfuckers are actually starting to go into the streets a little bit. Now, do I think we need to do that? No, I don't think we need to burn down our neighborhoods to get the goddamn illegals out of this country, but we do need to let them know that this kind of shit isn't okay. Violence, anti-immigrant sentiment rises. Look, they're just, yeah. That's in Ireland. Do I want this for this country? Fuck no. But I feel like it's coming to that fucking point.
Yeah.
Look at
people
that.
are just people are getting pissed.
Look at that fucking map.
Yeah. People are getting fucking pissed. Because illegals are being taken care of better than citizens.
New York, where you at? California. God damn. Y'all are shitting in your own streets and living on your fucking streets because you're a drug addict, but yet these illegals are getting everything and running your fucking neighborhoods. What?
Am I going to play the Milan one before we go to Rumble? Or or are we waiting till after Rumble? Because I kind of want to play it now.
You know, I kind of do too. But then we're going to have somebody like Emma Vigeland claiming we're for Nazis now. And
listen, it's a news story. It's not us. It's Milan. Italy, Milan. May 6th.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen? If we get booted from YouTube for this shit, here's the fucking Rumble link. We may cut a little bit early after this. I don't know how this is going to work, but
Du hast mich.
We're gonna play this shit. This video. I was gonna say shitio. We're gonna play this video here to show you Italy right now in 2025, and then we're cutting a rumble. So take that link, and we'll see you all on the other side. Let me go ahead, because this concerns the fuck out of me. But
let me know when.
Every time. Go.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it, and maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.